Well, money can't buy you friends, but a lot of it can buy you 30 seconds of ad time for the finale of Friends. NBC's hit show is saying goodbye Thursday night, but not before raking in a few million bucks. Joining us now to talk about how that's all going to happen is Philip Nolman, founder of his own marketing and advertising firm called FDN&P. Thank you so much for coming to the studio and joining us. They're calling this the Super Bowl of sitcoms. Tell us why.
Well, you have essentially, with a little adjustment, the same viewership. And it happens so infrequently, and with fragmentation in television today and technology, advertisers are clamoring to reach this kind of an audience, which could be about 85 million viewers. Really? 85 million people are expected to tune into the finale of Friends? That is what is presently on the street as the expectation.
All right, so what's it going to cost me to get 30 seconds on Friends?
Well, it's going to cost you almost as much as the Super Bowl, which was $2.3 million. You're going to be at about $2 million per 30-second spot for the last episode of Friends, for about 85 million viewers. Which doesn't surpass the last episode of MASH, which had for $100,000 you could reach 100 million viewers back in '83.
What about Seinfeld? Wasn't Seinfeld huge as well?
Seinfeld was huge at 1.6 million per 30-second spot, with about 70 million.
All right. Well, the Super Bowl is predictable what advertisement we'll see. Beer cars,
right,
electronic beer cars.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to see on the Friends finale?
Well, a lot of those budgets have been spent. So you have different advertisers to some degree. Old Navy, Wendy's are two major players for this particular episode. Verizon, Dove Soap, Toyota are others. So you're going to see a lineup that's a little different from the Super Bowl, Budweiser, Coca-Cola roster.
I understand there's a little bit of spill-off into some of the other NBC shows that are going to be doing Friends-related programming, right?
Absolutely, and they're getting very high rates. The retrospective, which will be an hour prior to the last episode, is about 40% of the rate of the last episode, and they're expecting viewers to carry right through with parties, and they're selling it as a whole evening of entertainment. Emotional evening of entertainment.
Emotional evening. Yeah. All right. This is something I find very, very interesting, and I want you to explain why. Other networks are actually promoting this and taking ad times like TV Land and Viacom. Absolutely. Shouldn't they be competing and saying, hey, don't watch Friends, watch Survivor or The Swan or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Ironically, what they see this as is an opportunity to raise the bar on their own rates. They see it as an opportunity to once again push the envelope on how much advertising can be sold for. So they see it as a good thing for the entire industry.
It's like if the most expensive house sells on your street?
That's right. Exactly. So they're already looking at that as a landmark for their next effort.
All right. Philip Nolman of FDN&P Marketing and Advertising Firm. We appreciate your insight today.
Pleasure.
Thanks.